Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. It's lunchtime here on Wednesday. It's a cracker. It's a beautiful autumn day. It's the first day we've had of sunlight or sunshine after the big rains that have lasted almost a week, I'd say, and caused a lot of flooding. You can look down here and you can see the harbour. The harbour waters are brown because of all the runoff, and it's just another awesome day to enjoy this beautiful city of Sydney. Just a reminder, tomorrow night from 8 o'clock through to 12 p.m, the sails of this opera house here, the magnificent sails of the opera house, will be lit up with the national colours, the flag of Greece, the mighty blue and white, as we will be celebrating the 200th anniversary of Greek independence. So if you're around and about, then by all means make your way down to Sydney Harbour tomorrow night and come out here onto the International Passenger Terminal, or get up there on the Harbour Bridge, or just walk the foreshore and make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the Greek flag projected upon the sails of the Opera House. Anyway, let's go on a walk and talk and have a chat about a book summary that we're going to step through today. And the book summary that I've chosen for today is entitled Rework, and it's by an author named Jason Fried. And an interesting book indeed. So let's kick off with one of his quotes from the book, and then we'll lead on from there and try and make sense of this book called Rework. So the author here says that when you don't know what you believe, everything becomes an argument. Ooh, I love that. When you don't know what you believe, everything becomes an argument. However, and everything is debatable, but when you stand for something and you know what you believe, decisions are oh so obvious. How beautiful is that? Something to think about. As I remember years ago hearing somebody say, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. So the key message from this book is to take a position, take a stand for something that you believe in, and learn as much as you can about it and support it at every opportunity. Because even if people debate you, even if people take you on, even if people challenge you, what it will do is it will make you stronger in your belief and your understanding as you counter their questions and you basically rebut their silly arguments. And the other thing also that the author talks about is, from a business perspective, is that as a business, what you need to do is take a stand and believe in something and pick a fight with a competitor. Pick a fight with the competitor, because that will enable you to stand out in the marketplace and you will get some very loyal customers. The risk, of course, is that by taking this stand, you're also going to alienate other people. But what is more important is to have a strong position and for people to know what you stand for, rather than to be a soft cock and a wimp and to waver from side to side depending on who you're talking to. The next thing that the author talks about is the importance to work on something that you love, to build a business, to build a career, to build a family, but to build it on love, and to take a stand for all the things that mean something to you. because we live in a world today where people flip-flop all the time and don't have strong beliefs in anything that is meaningful or important. They'll have strong beliefs in things which are, I guess, frivolous and silly, and may I say popular. But gone are the days where people had strong, deep beliefs in things that were worth believing. So the call to action once again is to have a look around, have a look at your life, and to try and figure out yourself what's important to you and what you're willing to fight for. Because if you're not willing to fight for it, somebody's going to come and take it and rip it out of your life, be it your beautiful partner. I mean, somebody coming and taking your partner from you is what I mean. Somebody's going to take away your assets, somebody's going to take away your children. There are lots of distractions out there that are just waiting to take charge of your life and all the things that you love. And if you're not out there doing the best you possibly can to protect them and to position yourself close to them, then you're going to wake up one day and wonder what the hell happened. The other thing that the author talks about here is the importance of staying honest and personal and nimble in your approach with the people around you. And if you've got a business, screw the big corporate marketing is what the author is saying, and be yourself, I guess, is the most important thing, because by being yourself, then and only then, according to the author, you're in a position to connect, to show your vulnerability, and to be authentic. And interestingly enough, people out there are wanting to connect with people who are vulnerable, people who are honest, and people who are real. You know, the fake life of social media has probably had its run for most people. So if you can be yourself and be honest and approachable, then you may get some better results in your life. And most importantly of all, try not to be boring. Try not to be big and boring. Try not to be officious in the way you speak. Try not to be the know-it-all. Because as we've said time and time again, nobody knows the know-it-all. Nobody likes being told what to do. And nobody really understands the complicated jargon and the pretentiousness that people portray. And the best thing to do is just to be yourself, be like yourself, write like you're talking, and that way you basically talk to a friend as a friend, and you're able to build a bridge and to build a relationship. And at the end of the day, it's those strong relationships that really count. The other thing we need to understand also is that the author talks about here the importance of being effective with what we do, and not to waste too much time on the bullshit. Forget the long hours, the meetings, because they hurt productivity. And the other thing that he said here, which is something really, really powerful and really, really important, and something that really resonated with me, and it's for those who love working late, working long hours. He said that when someone stays late in the office, everyone else feels bad for not doing the same. And we've learnt over the years that those long, late hours that we spend in the office are not all that productive anyway, because they're a waste of time and life. So once again, the call to action is for each and every one of us to look at ways of simplifying our life, simplifying our relationships, simplifying the way we engage with people, and to basically eliminate the pretentiousness, eliminate the time wasters, eliminate those who are not honest and who would not have a deep interest in our lives and our outcomes, and to spend more time being with the people who get the best out of you and you get the best out of them. So what we should be trying to do from a work perspective, according to the author, is not, I repeat, not to foster a culture of overtime, and for us all to look at ways to improve productivity by stopping up interruptions and distractions and fostering an environment of focused work where we work in bursts on one thing at a time, and we work on bursts at one thing at a time, but most importantly, that one thing that we're working on needs to be the most important thing that we're working on and the thing that's going to add the greatest value. So, in a nutshell, let's all talk about and action what we need to do in order to minimise meetings and to give each other the space that we need to get things done. I remember the last office job that I had, I was working for a top tier law firm, and for some reason it got into their heads that everybody needed to use a system. I forget what system it was called, but we had to log each and every task that we did, and I spent more bloody time, and it gives me the shits just thinking about it. I spent more time logging the tasks and tracking the tasks than actually getting the job done. It was a distraction, and it really got me down, because I'm not the sort of person who enjoys recording and reporting my time. I like to focus on what I'm doing, get it done to the best of my ability without worrying about how much time I've spent on it and how happy my boss is going to be that I've spent, 3 minutes 72 seconds or 3 minutes 42 seconds, should I say, on doing something. It was just mind deadening. It was just soul destroying. And yet, legal firms are full of the brightest people in the world, the smartest and most creative people in the world, working in an environment where they time record everything to the nearest 6 minutes. No thank you. I don't need that in my life. So the last point that the author makes is that you've got to try and get out of the office by 5 o'clock and to get whatever you needed to get done by 5, so that everybody can piss off, go home, live their lives, do their hobbies, do whatever they have to do with their children, with their partners, with their lovers, with their friends, with their sports peers, whatever they want to do, but to have time to live a life rather than spend all of your time thinking about work or being at work. So let's finish off the positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. Thank you to all my friends and family for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where we went through the book summary for the book entitled Rework by Jason Fried. And I hope we've all learnt a few lessons. So to my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and let's make sure that we work in focused bursts. We minimise the time we waste. We don't hang out with people who drain us, and we basically get out of the office every day or away from work every day as early as we can, so that we can all benefit, not just you, not just me, but everybody who's in that office environment, and everybody who's outside of that office environment. The wife, the kids, the parents, the grandparents, the friends, the social circle. Because we all need time to rest, to have recreation, where we recreate, where we feel that our life is worth living because we're contributing to more than just work, and to enjoy the rest of this day and enjoy the opportunities as and when they present themselves. Thank you once again, and I look forward to coming to you later on from a different location with a different message, a message of empowerment, where we become the wind beneath our wings, where we learn things to get us through the morning, get us through the day, where we can live, learn and pass it on. And I look forward to coming down here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and looking across there to the sails of the Opera House and seeing the mighty Greek flag projected on those sails, and to say Zito, Zito Eleftheria, Zito o Ethnos, Zito η Ελλάδα, Zito η οικογένεια και Zito το Zito. Γεια σας, φιλιά, kisses from me, and see you later. I look forward to chatting to you again. Bye for now.